Your opinion, who do you think is the greatest Ohio State quarterback? Now, in this video, we're only going to be talking about the two most recent ones, Justin Fields and CJ Stroud, obviously. But in your mind, who do you guys think is the greatest Ohio State quarterback? Comment that down below in the comments. But what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And today, we're going to be discussing who I believe is the greatest Ohio State quarterback in the last, I think, I would say like the last 10 years. And now, obviously, I'm not that big of a college football guy, but I've done a little research, and today I'm going to give you guys my opinion on who I believe is the greatest Ohio State quarterback. But without further ado, please like, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, and I just want to thank you all for all the support I've been getting lately. We're at 252 subscribers as I'm recording this video, and I just really appreciate that. It just tells me that I'm doing a great job, and I want to grow and do a lot more for this channel. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support, and please subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, daily content every day. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. So yeah, in my opinion, if I had to, rank which one is better, Justin Fields um or CJ Stroud, that's a really tough one, right? Because I feel like Justin Fields and CJ Stroud were just two different quarterbacks, in my opinion. And CJ Stroud was probably one of the best pocket passers I've ever seen coming out of college. Obviously, you can say Baker Mayfield. You can also say Sam Bradford. Um, I don't know, Trevor Lawrence. There's a lot of great pocket passes. Obviously, the GOAT, Tom Brady. But when we saw CJ Stroud, we did not think that, like, I personally did not think that CJ Stroud was the best quarterback in the 2023 draft class. Obviously, hindsight, people thought, Panthers, Panthers are better. Panthers are better to pick Bryce Young, and I still think Bryce Young's career is still not over yet. He still has a lot of time to grow. This is only his rookie season, and he was dealt in a bad situation. But CJ Stroud really blew everybody away. Like, no one really saw this coming. But I had a discussion with a lot of Ohio State fans that I have. I have a lot of friends that are Ohio State fans, and I asked them the question, like, who do you guys think is better, Justin Fields or C.J. Stroud? And you all know in the comments in and my viewers, you guys know how I feel about Justin Fields. He's one of my favorite players. He used to be the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, and I asked, like, honest question, C.J. Stroud or Justin Fields, who is better? And majority of them said C.J. Stroud, and I was just kind of confused why people are saying that, because I thought, Justin Fields had that high upside and he was a better athlete and better runner. But if you look at the stats from the two seasons Justin Fields played, now, mind you, Justin Fields' season 2020, one of his seasons was COVID, so it got cut short. So stats can be misleading. But if you guys look at the screen, I'm going to post both. I'm posting both Justin Fields as a starter in Ohio State and CJ Stroud as a starter in Ohio State. If you look at that, Justin Fields, his first season, 67% completion percentage, 3,273 yards. He did have 41 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 137 rushes for 484 yards and 10 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, which is really, really good. It shows, that year that's probably his best year. He had a high rushing upside, and he was like a dual threat quarterback. Showed a lot of signs of being a dual threat like Lamar Jackson. And then if you look at and his record was also 13-1. Now we're gonna ignore records because Ohio State has always been a really, really good team, and they have probably the best talent in the league. Somehow I don't know why they don't get it done in the championship, but again, I think that's also the season where Justin Fields took them to the national championship. Ultimately lost to Mac Jones and I think it was Alabama or Georgia. You guys comment down below. Comment if I'm right about that. I think it's Alabama he lost to. Yeah, it was Alabama, because I remember Mac Jones came from Alabama. And then 2021, Justin Fields, 7-1. I think the season got cut short. 70% completion percentage, 2,100, 22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 81 rushes, 383 yards, 5 touchdowns rushing. So again, the stats are there. If you look at both stats, Justin Fields is obviously the better runner here. His stats prove it. And one of the biggest things a lot of people don't know is that I talked to one of my friends that watched a lot of Ohio State football, and he's a big fan of them and Ohio State football, and he said that Ryan Day did not allow Justin Fields to run as much. He didn't want him to get injured because he wanted, Ryan Day, obviously, you're a coach in college football. You want to win championships. And being a running quarterback can also, get your quarterback also injured. So I guess he made Justin Fields more of like a pocket and out of the pocket passer. So he did say that. Whether that's true or not, I think it is true because I think that what we've seen in the NFL, these are kind of low numbers for Justin Fields when it comes to rushing. And then if you look at these numbers for CJ Stroud, Stroud, 71% completion percentage, 4,435 yards, 44 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 32 rushes, and then only negative 20 yards. I don't know if this is accurate, but I don't know how CJ Stroud only has negative 20 yards and 32 rushes. I got to fact check this website, but anyways, and 0 touchdowns. And then if you look at this 2022-2023 season, the year where CJ Stroud was the year before he got drafted to the NFL, he was 11-1 with the Ohio State Buckeyes, 235 yards, 355 235 to 355 completion percentage, so 66% completion percentage, 3,340 yards, 37 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 35 rushes, 74 yards, yada yada yada. And if you look at this, CJ Stroud and Justin Fields, again, I'm going to say this again. Justin Fields looked like the better athlete because if you look at it, he had the better rushing numbers, and that's a big difference. But when I look at the passing numbers, which the quarterback's primary role is to pass the ball, that's probably the primary role. Although running is a big part of being a quarterback. Yeah, CJ Stroud had way better numbers than Justin Fields. It's not even close. Like, if you look at it, Justin Fields' best season, because I can't really take into fact his second season because it was kind of like cut short. His best season, he passed for 67%. CJ Stroud's worst season was 66%, and he had 71. So if you look at it, CJ Stroud was the better, in my opinion, the better pocket passer, more accurate thrower. But I feel like Justin Fields, when coming into the draft, had the higher upside. Now, if you look at it, a lot of people say, oh, well, why was Justin Fields drafted number 11 instead of being drafted, number 1 or number 2, like CJ Stroud had a chance to be number 2 or number 1? Because the thing is, Justin Fields came to one of the most hyped up and stacked draft classes, right? This draft class, although it was disappointing in hindsight, it was one of the best draft classes we've seen. We saw a generational talent in Trevor Lawrence, and then we also saw Trey Lance. We got to see Zach Wilson, who had a really, really good pro day. Mac Jones. So, like, the odds for Justin Fields to get the number 1 pick were way, way lower than what C.J. Stroud had, because C.J. Stroud's draft class was not that great. I mean, they got Anthony Richardson. We got to see if he's a proven commodity, but he was all right. Not really that accurate, though. Very, very good athletic. Had very good athleticism. Reminds me of Justin Fields a lot. And then we have to see, what's his name? Will Levis, the Mayo man. And then obviously you had Bryce Young, who was a Heisman winner, and then C.J. Stroud. So I feel like the draft classes were way, way worse when it came to the 2021-2023. Now, obviously, we'll see how the NFL careers pan out, because if you look at the 2021 draft class, I mean, Trevor Lawrence and then everyone else is backups right now. So if you look at the NFL, in my opinion, like, I think C.J. Stroud's obviously better. He was a way better Ohio State Buckeye than Justin Fields. But when we talk about team success, Justin Fields took them to the national championship, right? Now a lot of people are going to say, well, Marvin Harrison Jr. got taken out because of targeting, and he got injured, and that's the reason why the Buckeyes lost in the Peach Bowl to the Georgia. But I believe that, when it comes to team success, even though you lost Marvin, they still had a really, really good, solid wide receiving core. I still believe that when it came to this team success, Justin Fields was better. But when it comes to the NFL, being NFL ready, better prospect, definitely C.J. Stroud. So my whole ultimatum is this. I think C.J. Stroud is the better Ohio State Buckeye. Sad to say that. Hopefully Justin Fields can resurrect his career in the NFL. But C.J. Stroud is looking really, really nice in the NFL. I'm really excited to see what he can do next year. second year. These two both have really different next years in the NFL when it comes to proving themselves. CJ Stroud wants to prove that he's one of the elite quarterbacks next year, as he took that really big jump in his first year, having 4,100 yards, taking the Texans to the winning the division title, winning 10 games, and taking them to the second round, divisional round in the playoffs. CJ Stroud won Offensive Rookie Player of the Year. And Justin Fields, right now, he's trying to resurrect his career from Chicago. He was screwed into a situation in Chicago, did not perform as well, and right now is the Steelers' backup right now, trying to compete against Russell Wilson. So if you look at the NFL careers, obviously, I'm going with CJ Stroud, but I think Justin Fields is the better more athletic. But again, at the end of the day, if you cannot use your athleticism in the NFL, and if you cannot be a better passer, you're not going to be better. So I feel like, again, I think CJ Stroud is the better Ohio State Buckeye. I hope I see really good improvements from both of these quarterbacks next year. Really hoping Justin Fields can resurrect his career in Pittsburgh, and I hope CJ Stroud takes the next jump and becomes one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. Y'all let me know in the comments what you guys believe. Do you guys think CJ Stroud's the greatest Ohio State Buckeye, or do you think Justin Fields is? Y'all let me know in the comments. This has been your boy Slashing, and I'm out. Peace.